Another disappointing defeat last weekend, in the manner of it, you won't have been happy with. But how does that reflect on this weekend and how important the 3 points is against Arbroath?
I think our reaction's got to be spot on from. Like, you're right, it was a very poor performance that almost get half papered over with stealing a late equaliser to then 11 seconds lose the points completely. It was really disappointing the way we done it, but let's no paper over it. It was a very poor performance, we know that, and it's a reaction we're looking for come Saturday.
Do you believe you'll get that reaction from the players?
Yeah, well, I know we've sat down, we've watched over the game as a group, and we know the characters that are in there, and it is all well and good saying we know the characters and it's up to them to show it, but as a group we believe we've got plenty in that squad that can come out and react positively and get us going again.
How vital do you feel the win is, given the position you are in the league? Of course, we've still got quite a lot of the season to go, but the results in the league dropped out of sort of the playoff positions. Does that concern you, and how important is it that you get these victories now?
Yeah, what concerns me is that we've lost 3 games in a row, where that shouldn't be happening at this club. It has, and that's a worry and that's a concern, but we've got a chance to put that right on Saturday, and we've got to go up there, and we know how tough this is going to be. Everybody says that it's a horrible place to go, but it's only horrible because they're a good side, and for the past couple of years they've been doing it very well, and they've come into this league and they've been very consistent this season. So they've got a lot of quality in their team, and it's a tough game, but every away game's tough, going down to here's tough. So we've got to look for that same character and that same resilience to go there and stand up and go and take the game to them.
It's a game that on paper, Dundee would be expected to win, but as you say, Arbroath, have they taken you by surprise this season, or is that the kind of team you are?
No, they've not took me by surprise. Look, they've come up through the leagues and they've got in a habit of winning. So when you get into that, they were always going to come in and compete. We knew that, but again, I'll go above that. I think they've got a bit of quality about them as well. When the staff there between Dick, his brother, and Big Rab, then they've done, and the rest of them, but they've done a fantastic job over the last couple of years to get Arbroath to where they are. And quite early on when I seen them, I had a good idea that it would be fine and they'd compete in this league. So it certainly didn't take me by surprise, no.
The gap that there now is between yourselves and Dundee United, do you still target winning this league, or do you see the playoffs as more realistic for Dundee?
Biggest thing I'm targeting is 3 points on Saturday. That's no avoiding the question. That's just, at the minute, everything that we've done this week is focused on going to Arbroath on Saturday. We're disappointed with where we are, but we need to get back on track, and we need to do that quickly.
Do you feel there's pressure on your own position as manager, considering the run of 3 defeats in a row?
There's always pressure on me. I think in this job, either as a player or as a manager, coach, whatever it may be, then you're under pressure to perform. When you're not doing that, then questions get asked. That's the nature of the business. So it's not something that's overly concerning me. As I say, my full focus is on Arbroath at the weekend.
Have you had any discussions recently with the likes of John Nelms about results?
None different than what I have a discussion with him most weeks, most days. So that nothing's really changed in the last. I don't think anything's changed in the last 3 weeks than what with the 3 games we won. The discussions have been what they normally are, and how we're going to build going forward, and what we're going to do to either continue what's good, or in the situation we're in, how we're going to get out of it.
So you wouldn't be under the impression that this weekend could be like a decider in terms of like a must-win for you to stay on?
No, genuinely no. That's not. It sounds as if I'm bypassing the question, but I'm not. As I say, my full focus is on Arbroath. It'd be silly to even think otherwise, because then we're doing a disservice to the football club that we're going to play against and our club, because all focus should be on, regardless of what's going to happen, should be on Arbroath, and how we're going to get out this run, because we know it's not been good enough. But I also understand I'm in a business where you need to win games of football. It's the same for players. They're in a business where they need to win games of football. So no, I'm certainly not under or overly worried about that.
Is there anything specific that you can pinpoint in the last few weeks that maybe hasn't been there that was before?
Yeah, I think the biggest, apart from 20 minutes on Saturday, is the chances we've been creating. We've looked, I think the weeks before or the months before, we looked a real threat going forward. Well, recently we've not been troubling goalkeepers enough. I think that's a fact. We've not been working goalkeepers or defences enough recently, and that's the biggest issue. Now, yeah, we lose the game, but the performance wasn't good enough because we didn't trouble them. So we need to get back to being a team that people were uncomfortable playing against, and creating loads and loads of chances like we had been.
Do you think perhaps there has to be a realisation that this league is, as we've seen time and time again, so difficult to get out of, that it is going to be difficult for teams, and perhaps there has to be a realisation that perhaps teams that go down aren't going to just automatically go up?
I think that is there, that realisation from most, I think, that this is a tough league. Like, you look at the teams that have come down and that have struggled to get back out it in recent years, without even going back now. We're lucky at the minute, so to speak, that over the past 4 or 5 years there's a playoff, so other teams get a chance to come up, and that will benefit a team at the end. Maybe they get the chance to go and play to get into the Premier League, but it is a tough league, and there's loads of, you just need to look at it how open it is at the minute. Apart from one team, everybody else is well within a touching distance of getting in the playoffs or being dragged further down the league. So we were under no illusions at the start what it was going to be like, but I must say we are disappointed in where we are and in our performances as of late. We should be more consistent. We should be higher up the league, but we do know how tough it is. But again, that's not an excuse. We knew that at the start, and we've not said otherwise in the full place. But I do think that's the realisation is there that it's a tough league, but that's not going to go away. So it's going to be the case for the next however long any of these clubs that are in it at the minute are in it.
Can you tell me what you've been doing this week to make it more likely that you'll have a win at Arbroath?
Working really hard. As I say, we sat down as a group and we went over the game, and you get good feedback, and wee things pop up that maybe don't when you're winning games, and it's good to hear the players' input as well. So no, we've got them on the training ground. I say that's the only way footballers recover. Being a player, you go over a bad result with getting back out in training. Now the ultimate is going and getting the win the following week and taking that, stopping the bad run. Basically that's what we're working on. But and I'll reiterate it, we've got loads of character and we've got loads of quality in the squad, so it's a case of getting on the field and working hard to find a way to go and trouble an Arbroath team that enough that we can get up there and get the 3 points.
With the size of this football club and the expectation of the fans, does it make your job here more difficult than perhaps like of some of the smaller clubs where the expectation's not so high?
No, because I think I get the point. I do get the point, but I also think the expectation on someone at another club is the exact same from their fans. Like, regardless of where you are, I think every fan expects to turn up and be excited when they're coming to pay into a game and watch their team. So that's the expectation from the fans. They want to see winning football regardless of where you go, and that was the expectation here last year as well when we were in the Premier League. So it's not as if that's changed now. Yeah, you drop down a league and you're one of the so-called bigger clubs, so we need to be seen to be like that. Recently it's not been the case, and teams have been coming here, particularly on Saturday, and that was a poor showing, we know that. But we've got to answer your question in a roundabout way, no. I feel everybody's under pressure when they lose 3 games in a row from their own fans. You've got to go and get that win, or you've got to end that run. So the expectation for our fans is exactly what every other manager will be feeling from their fans if they're not winning. And the same when you're getting the the credit, you've got to accept that, and you do, and you want the credit. But just the way people will criticise and ask questions, and that's part of this job. You can't let that take over you, because it's going to happen regardless of what club you're at. You're going to be asked questions when runs aren't right, and rightly so.
And it's not going to be the easiest conditions playing surfaces or team to play on Saturday.
Team, I think, first and foremost. I don't think certainly you would never see any team in this league are easy, but I'll go back to that. When I seen them early in the season, I knew they were going to be very competitive and compete in this league, but they've got quality, and I'll keep going back to that, because it's take away the conditions, take away everything. If they were coming here, then we'd be expecting a tough game like we got when they came down. So we're not overlooking their quality first and foremost, and we'll go up there, and the pitch is fine. It was good when I seen it earlier in the season, and the way they are going about playing, and they want to keep their pitch good. So no, we're not worried about that in the slightest.
Okay, first of all, of course you face Arbroath this weekend on the back of a disappointing run for Dundee at the moment. How are the players feeling about that?
After the weekend you lick your wounds and it's a bit tough, but come Monday again, like, the only thing to do as a player, as a team, as a staff, is just to kick on. You kind of have that little lull, but when all the lads together, you kind of have a laugh in that, and you kind of need to pick each other up. If someone's having a bad day, you need to gather around. So it's to be honest, training's been good, and it's a good camp. So minus obviously the result of the weekend, we're ready to go.
And do you look at the league table at all? Because obviously with the results in midweek as well, Dundee have dropped out of the sort of playoff positions. Does that worry you at all at this point in the season?
All right. Can't get out. No. We barely speak of that, to be honest. We just take it, game by game. And there's a lot of football to be played. So to be honest, the table, barely mentioned between the players, even the staff, even in training. So it's not been mentioned. And like I say, you win a few games in this league, and it's upside down. So you could be top, you could be bottom. So the league changes within a couple of weeks, in my opinion and my experience. So it's not much to worry about.
How big a game do you feel this is against Arbroath then, that you get the 3 points?
Every game's massive, but like you say, it's maybe something where we've maybe not been used to as a team. We have a lot of good players that have played at higher levels. So Arbroath away, they've done excellent to get into this league. So it might be a different test, but with playing at the highest level, you play against better players, but you also have that grit and determination to get to them levels. So I mean, it's going to be a tough game, but we've definitely got the players to be capable to go and pick up 3 points.
It has been quite a few games in a row where you've not won, you've kind of lost. I mean, can you pinpoint what's gone wrong in the last few weeks?
No, I wouldn't put a finger on one thing. Sometimes, as you've seen with Dundee United, it's a hard league. So maybe it's just a growing period for the team. Like I say, there's 2/3 of the season left, so there's plenty of time for us to grow as a team, and try and put a finger on what's gonna pick up the points to try and get us up to the top of the table.
Fans will of course expect Dundee to be at the top of the table. There'll be a lot of them that aren't happy at the moment. As a player, I mean, going into this game, do you feel that you could be even playing to maybe keep your manager in a job?
Again, no, that's not been mentioned as a players, as a staff. It's not been mentioned at all. But we go out there, and I wouldn't say it's a lack of effort at all. The lads are putting it in every week. But again, it's a tough league, so that's nothing to be thought of. We just need to kind of take what the fans are saying on board, but also try and play our game and try and really get the 3 points for the clubs and the fans and the players.
How crucial is this weekend considering the run that you've been on?
Massive, but if we'd had a 3-win streak and then we were going for to nip points on Dundee United again, it'd also be crucial. Obviously we're clinging on to the playoffs, so we really need the 3 points. But to be honest, at this stage of the season, we just need to take week by week and try and get the 3 points whenever they come. With
the gap to Dundee United at the top, have you guys sat down and re-evaluated your season ambitions? No, definitely not. Again, I keep going back to it. We've got this sole ambition to try and get promoted, whether it be win the league or in the playoffs. We've just got the one ambition,
and however it comes, we'll be happy. And week in, week out, whether it comes Monday and we're a bit down, we pick ourselves up. We're aiming to get promoted.
Which part of Saturday are you looking most forward to? You're looking forward to the freezing cold, gusty winds, the tight pitch with the fans on top, or just Arbroath on top for? Which is the best part of that lot?
I would say the cold, to be honest. Just getting back out there. As we've got a big pitch out there and we can play it. Sometimes, we could, overplay. So I think that's a real game, an old-fashioned game of football. I mean, I've played in the lower leagues myself, and sometimes that brings the best out in you. When someone's always next to you, you kind of have to switch on mentally a bit more with having a bit of more time. So, it could kind of help us, in my opinion.
Has there been any surprises with Arbroath at all this season for yourself?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, they are really high on the table, but they are a good team, and like you say, this league doesn't really have one way of playing. Like the Premier League, they're all footballers, so it's a very diverse league. You've got counter attackers, you've got passing teams. So I mean, there's no surprises in this league. Like I said, within 3 games, the table can be upside down.